Do we? Okay, so we got, if we were to play D&D, we got our Dungeon Master, we got me, we got you, we got Levar. Do we need an extra person to play another part? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I can't keep
so.
track.
We do.
Okay, so we should make a friend. Last night in Austin, it hasn't aired yet, but Austin. We're in Austin.
San Francisco.
Jackass. Last night in San Francisco, we had 2 dudes up, so I want to balance it with someone who, at the very least, identifies as a female. New progressive Harmon. And I think we should base it on somebody that let's go with the pain this time. Who's had a terrible day or a terrible month or a terrible. Okay, we got a hand shot up. Do you want to come up and will you share your misery with us? Okay, it's all right if it hits a nice medium. All right, you take this. What's your name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Okay.
Vanessa.
Why? What's the medium problem?
Well, I just had a really bad week. It started on Monday. I started work. I had to work for this commercial as a PA for this. I'm not gonna say the name whatsoever, but for this LA woman who, and yeah, it was in the beginning it was great, but I hired my best friend as my co-PA. He's my co-director. We make small music videos, and it was really fun. But he's a total stoner kind of, and we smoked the first day on Monday, and I think she kind of knew. And I felt really bad because here in Austin, it's relaxed, everything's chill, it's okay, we can do everything. We did everything she told us to do, but I think she knew that we were high the first time. So we were oh, okay, whatever, it's fine. She called us kids, and she was playing teacher kind of. She had this thing where she's you didn't bring a notebook. You didn't. Here's this paper. You're wasting trees. And then she throws away all the food that then we went to buy her. It's all right, this lady is obviously not green, but whatever. You're from LA, And then on Tuesday we show up again, and we were kind of late. We woke up that day oh well, we had to get a smoothie, and we showed up we
Were you also stoned for that?
Okay, sorry, we're total stoners. So we get we get high again. We're we made have you heard of Mullen?
A mullen?
Mullen, it's an herb for
I'm
your
gonna
lungs.
Can I reach across you and grab my drink?
Yeah. So it's an herb for your lungs, and lately I quit cigarettes 2 weeks ago, and I've been trying to clear my lungs smoking Mullen spliffs, and they're so good. So we
Wait, you smoking something to clean your lungs out?
Yeah. No, I didn't believe it too, but I looked it up, and it's this ancient cowboy thing. Anyway.
Ancient cowboys.
Before science came around.
Ancient cowboys.
No, totally. But then anyways, so then we get high again, and she's making us the task for the commercial was we had to sort positive phrases and negative phrases, and people basically had to choose 3 things they wanted to do, future and past, and let's say I graduated college, that's a positive thing, and or my mother died, that's a negative thing. And the positive things were yellow, and then the blue things, or the negative things were blue.
This was a job? Are you sure
this
wasn't
a PA, yeah.
Are you sure your parents didn't drop you off at a rehab center or something? And convince you it was a music video?
No, it wasn't.
No, go in there. Winona Ryder's in there. She can't wait to meet you. And they're okay.
No, we're getting paid $225. I need the cash. I'm super broke. So I'm doing it. And then anyways, we're kind of high. So it's kind of funny to read some of these things because everybody wrote so one of the negative phrases was Ebola, and we're reading these out loud. We're oh man, this is some of them are so negative. Everybody wanted the car for the future things, and it was kind of sad about the positive phrases were really sad because they were all generic. There were 2 or 3 where I'm damn, I really like this person. One person said, I want to write a book. I'm for the first, someone finally wants to write a book. Everybody wants a house or a car, or they want to be an actor because they're all extras, the extras were the ones that wrote all these things. So anyways, we're reading them out loud, and she's shh, you have no time, just put them in, in the bins. And we're oh my God, but these are great, you're getting to know all these people, and she's we're on a schedule. We're the only ones who are really doing the work. The other LA girls, who are, by the way, the most mean girls ever, when Federico, my friend, went on lunch break to get all the food, I was eating my sandwich by myself, and I know I'm a really weird girl, but I was eating a sandwich.
I don't think anyone
and then no.
thought that you were anything out of the ordinary. I think.
And then they were they look at me and they're like, you can sit with us if you want to. And I was like, okay, sure. So I sat with them, and I'm like eating my sandwich. But they were like kind of like rude, and they kicked my best friend off, like as a PA too. So I was like, damn it, like Liz can't be here either. So I'm just with Federico, my friend Eric, and I relate to them more. So anyways, the day goes on, and like we save them because we find these negative words in the yellow pile. We're like, dude, there are some negative words in the yellow pile, and you're putting them in the negative pile, and they're like, no, just go with it. We're like, no, but some of the yellow words are actually negative. Like, that's really bad. And this like woman's like, no, we're all doing it.
What is this production?
Oh.
You said you're a PA, and they're doing.
It's a PA. But anyways, so as we save them, as we save,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
As we save them, we're like saving them. She calls me out, and she's like, you know what? We're not going to need you on Wednesday. Like, I don't trust you guys. And you guys are just, I can't vibe with you guys. Like, I already hired 10 PAs. And I was like, well, because what part of my task was to hire 10 PAs for their actual shoot. And these women, like, there were women who, like, put their children in daycare for Wednesday. And then I was like, wait a minute, you're not letting me down. You're, like, letting down, like, 10 people that I got to say, like, now they can't show up for this commercial. And she's like, well, it's okay. And then I find out today I'm not even going to get paid. I don't know if I'm going to get paid for it.
I'm not going to do that.
Don't heckle people.
No.
I mean,
and anyway, so it was a bad day. I'm not getting paid. I don't know if I'm getting paid, and I don't really want to hassle her because she's in LA now. And I got really angry because like it was just like it totally described like what LA like LA commercial shit is about, and like Austin, like the Austin vibe. I was like, I'm sorry, like Austin and LA didn't get along this time. Like I wanted to get along with her, like I was really nice the entire time. We did everything they told us to do, but
that sounds really shitty, man.
It was really bad.
But let's grow from this opportunity. How about right?
Yeah. Okay,
when you start a new job, wait at least 2 weeks before you get stoned before you show up.
It wasn't my fault. Well, I guess. I know.
I smoke pot a lot.
I learned my lesson the hard way. I guess I was an intern for Linklater this summer, and like he has a bong in his like office, and it's like no big
even
deal,
if he does,
like,
the first day, the first few days, don't let on.
We're Austin people. I mean,
I'm just
California
trying to help
should,
you succeed.
I guess. But we never did anything wrong. That's the thing. That's the key thing. Like one of my best friends, she's going to law school and she smokes every day, and like she has to because she has a stomach issue. Like there's nothing wrong with smoking. Like it relaxes you. I'm not stupid when I
gives impressions to people, and it sounds like the impression the person got from you was not favorable, and that's probably the problem.
If you knew her.
But that doesn't matter.
The thing is though, she was like mean from the start. She never even said like, here's my.
People are awful.
Yeah.
But we got to work around that. We can't just make them better people.
That was my lesson. Like, despite being mean or not, like, no matter what, you just have to, like, I think it's the look of judgment, when you, like, meet someone, you're like, you're a mean person.
Yeah.
You can't give that person that look.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. It was like, no matter what, even if you are mean, I have to pretend you're not. That's what I learned.
Well, yeah. When you seem like you're probably kind of young. I mean, like your first jobs are generally very shitty for old people who probably have various personality disorders who are going to abuse your youthful vigor. They're gonna fuck around with you and be flawed. And I don't approve of kissing people's asses at all. I don't think when you're young you should like go, you don't have to be hyper focused on it and be like, I'm miserable, but I'm gonna keep doing this thing because there's gonna be a reward for it. There's a balance in there somewhere.
We were trying to balance it. With respect the whole time. I was never being disrespectful. I was just like enjoying my day doing mundane tasks, and like everything we did, we never were like, we were late for a little bit, but even when we were late, like nobody was like, we were late the second time.
Being late's a big deal.
I know, but no one was doing anything for like 2 hours, and then she gave us a task, and like that was the only flaw, and I felt really bad.
But at that level of like a production like that is the thing.
It's
like,
a huge deal,
and it's not entirely fair. We're not very fair to labor.
No, it's not fair, but it's the institution.
But it's like
that's what my mom and my dad would say, and I understand. Like totally, you guys are right. I learned my lesson.
All right. Well, you had it. You said it was a medium bad day, and
okay.
she didn't come up and say I deserve a standing ovation for my problems. She was honest.
Well, I hope you get paid. That's some bullshit.
I don't think I'm gonna get paid.
That's some.
It's okay if I don't get paid. Like I learned a really.
Well, then why can't you reveal who it is? Did you sign an NDA?
Because I out of respect, like I don't really want to.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be unprofessional.
Yeah. The
Well,
story,
yeah, because that's what I'm saying.
Man.
As I said it, I heard it, and I was like, "What?"
It's okay. Yeah.
I would be one to talk. I mean, believe me, I never know what I'm doing either.